What's going on, guys? It is the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome video. This is for Michigan's Adventure. I haven't done a video about just Michigan's Adventure in a while, but these are some possible new coasters that Michigan's Adventure could get in the coming years. My first option is the GCI Wooden Coaster. I think this would be a great fit at Michigan's Adventure. And overall, I think a GCI could really become one of their best coasters. Probably right behind Shivering Timbers, and better. It would be better than Wolverine Wildcat. My next option is a GCI Retrack of Wolverine Wildcat. Wolverine Wildcat is a Din Corporation wooden coaster, and it is very rough. I do not like this coaster because when I rode it, it was very rough and very jerky. So that's why I think a GCI Retrack is necessary for Wolverine Wildcat. And overall, I think Wolverine Wildcat has a pretty good layout. It just needs a retrack or a modern feel. And I think Shivering Timbers also needs a GCI Retrack. It could be a bit smoother because it is kind of getting rough, kind of like the Voyage at Holiday World. But this coaster is a very fun ride, and I think even if a GCI Retrack were to come on Shivering Timbers, this ride could still be the best coaster at Michigan's Adventure, even without the retrack. But I think the retrack of Shivering Timbers can make Michigan's Adventure a better park in general. My next option is to RMC Wolverine Wildcat. I would love a GCI Retrack on Wolverine Wildcat, but RMCing it would be even better. I really think Wolverine Wildcat has the potential to be a great ride. It could be a great wooden coaster with the GCI Retrack or a great hybrid with the RMC hybrid treatment. My next option is a B&M Dive Coaster. This is my first B&M on this list, and I think a dive coaster would be a great fit. It could have one inversion, which would be an Immelman. It could have a great opening drop. It could be 150 feet tall. And I think this ride could be a solid ride for Michigan's Adventure. And it could be the best steel coaster at their park. And I think Michigan's Adventure could get a B&M Family Invert. These rides are known for being good for the families. They're inverted, and it introduces people to inverted coasters if they haven't ridden an inverted coaster before. And I really like these B&M Family Invert models. This picture shows the Family Invert at Happy Valley, Shanghai, and I think more of these Family Inverts will come cloned or original layout. My next option is the final B&M on this list. It's a launched wing coaster. I'm a big fan of B&M wing coasters, but I think a launched wing coaster would be a great fit at Michigan's Adventure. And here's why. It could have a 60 mile per hour launch, 4 inversions. It could be a very great solid ride. It could be one of the best coasters out there. And especially probably the top 3 coasters in Michigan. And I think this launched wing coaster would be a great fit because it's launched. It'd be the best looping coaster in Michigan. My next option is a Hyper GTX. These coasters, I'm really excited for them to be cloned. I think these rides have potential to be some of the best clones out there. Lightning Rod at Kentucky Kingdom is one of the best coasters at Kentucky Kingdom due to its intensity, airtime, turns, steep drop. And overall, I think these Hyper GTX models would be a great fit at other parks, especially Michigan's Adventure. My next option is an original RMC coaster. I think RMC needs to go to Michigan's Adventure, and Cedar Fair needs to work with RMC. They make some amazing coasters. Their capacity may not be as good as B&M's capacity per hour, but still, RMC has made some extremely good coasters like Lightning Rod, Goliath, the new Texas Giant, Twisted Colossus. I could keep going on, but an original RMC like Lightning Rod or Goliath would be a great fit at Michigan's Adventure. if they did an RMC Wolverine Wildcat. My final option is another RMC, an RMC T-Rex track coaster. I think Corkscrew, the aerodynamics looping coaster, should be removed because it is rough and you get lots of headbanging on it. And I think this ride has the T-Rex coaster would have potential to be one of the best coasters at Michigan's Adventure. It could be like 120 feet tall, go about 63 miles per hour, and have the 2 corkscrews, which would be a double corkscrew. It could have like an insane ejector airtime hill right after that first drop, and then an overbank turn, then go into the double corkscrew, then have an overbank, and then hit the brakes. I think that would be a solid ride at Michigan's Adventure, short but sweet. And let's go to my final recap, or final discussion. Both major wooden coasters at Michigan's Adventure need to be retracked by GCI, because Wolverine Wildcat and Shivering Timbers have potential to be better rides if they were retracked by GCI. And one of these options, a launched wing coaster, a dive coaster, an RMC T-Rex looping coaster, an original RMC, a GCI Wooden Coaster, or a Chance Hyper GTX, could give Michigan's Adventure a top 3 or a big 3 that they have needed for a long time. And I think they'll also add the B&M Family Invert to increase their family coaster lineup. And Michigan's Adventure could even have the potential to be better than California's Great America, Valleyfair, and maybe even Worlds of Fun if this plan were to come true. If both their wooden coasters were retracked by GCI, they could get a very good major coaster that is a steel coaster or an RMC or GCI. Michigan's Adventure could be a very good wooden coaster park, or they could have a very good steel coaster that goes upside down, and they could improve their family coaster lineup. And overall, I think Michigan's Adventure has the potential. That's what they have. But currently now, Michigan's Adventure is the worst Cedar Fair park. But I think if this plan were to come true, Michigan's Adventure could be over the top.